Hi everybody, Dave Maturo here with The Martial Way. We are filming an instructional video series going through our weapons techniques. So these are traditional weapons that we practice with. This is the Jo staff. It's a good weapon to learn how to use from a self-defense standpoint, but we mostly train not because we think we're going to need to pick up a Jo staff and defend ourselves, but it's also because it is our version of wax on, wax off. It builds martial posture, movement. It keeps centering with your hands and your body. It's very good discipline, and it's also a whole lot of fun. So we're going to work on today, we're going to work on the Jo Suburi. The Suburi are essentially like individual katas that we can pull together to create longer katas and longer movement cycles. So it's like the alphabet, and then you can put the alphabet together to make paragraphs and sentences, that kind of thing. So this is our alphabet. Okay, so there's 20 Suburi, as we said. The first 5 Suburi are a ski series, so ski thrusting series. We'll break them down and then we'll do a couple of repetitions. So the first one starts from this ready position. It's called Choku ski. We counter grab here, we block, we set, and we do a thrust. One note about the thrust, we never thrust beyond ourselves. We are thrusting, bringing our hand to our center, and so you'll see all the thrusts should look something like that. One, right? Okay. Do a couple of repetitions. Right. Right. Okay, that's Choku ski. Number 2, Gaeshi ski. Gaeshi ski, we reach for the weapon, same starting position. We reach, although we keep our elbow and our shoulder down, we grab, we reset, and we thrust. That's Gaeshi ski. We'll do a couple of repetitions. Hey. Hey. Number 3, we start from the same position. It's called Ushiro ski. So same position, except this time I put my hand to the top of the Jo staff, grabbing toward the top. And now here I'm going to look over my left shoulder, tilting the weapon so that it's underneath my forearm, look back and step and strike. Right? I'm striking somewhere between the neck, chest to the groin area, somewhere I'm hitting for mass. Right? Do a couple of repetitions. Hey. Hey. That's number 3. Number 4, ski gedan gashi. So we start now from the ski kamae position. So we've shifted. Here I will thrust. I will step off the line and back, bringing the weapon to my shoulder area. So you can do somewhere between your ribs and your shoulder. So shoulder area, actually hiding the Jo staff. And then here gedan is low. So it's gedan, chudan, jodan. Gedan, I'm going for the knee. So we'll do that again. Ski, step, hop. And we take out the knee one more time. Hey, hop, hop. Number 5 of the ski series, last one of the ski series, is ski jodan, gashi, uchi. So we said gedan, chudan, jodan. So jodan, I'm coming on top and striking. So we could do a ski thrust. We step off the line, but this time we block. We move our right hand into the center, left hand scrapes down to the end. We would actually be doing this at the same time we're moving, but for the purposes of the explanation, here I bring my left hand down and then I do what we call a Shomonuchi strike, overhead strike. Boom. Jodan, hop. So it's ski, block, hey. And we'll do one more. Ski, block, hey. So that's 1 through 5, the ski series. Okay, so the next 5 of the Jo Suburi, 6 through 10, are the Shomonuchi Series. So we go from the ski kamae position and we do switch to the sho kamae position, shomen kamae. So it's this position here, like we're coming down with a shomen strike. Number 6 is Shomonuchi Komi. So we step back and we cut. This is very similar to the Ken Suburi strike. You see those videos, they're very similar, but now we're dealing it with the Jo staff. Do another, hey. You see it comes over my head, hey. Down the middle. Number 7, Renzoku Uchikomi. So uchi is a strike, right? So Renzoku Uchikomi starts the same. We step back, we cut, and then we are going to do a move called Renzoku. So Renzoku is both a block and a counter strike at the same time. So I tilt to the direction of my front leg. It's actually protecting my front leg here. I raise up until it creates a roof, a ceiling. I step underneath it, rotate the hands around, and then I strike, showman strike, but now I'm on the opposite side. You'll see I'll be tilting my body, because my hands stay in a right-handed position, but my body shifts into a left-handed position. So you a little bit of a rotation. That's number 7, Renzoku Uchikomi. We'll do another. Hey, hey. Here. Hey, hey. Okay. Number 8 is Shomonuchi gedan gashi. So it starts the same. We raise, we do a showman cut, and now we do a step back to this side, step back and offline, bring the weapon to my shoulder. It can be lower, but generally to the shoulder. I'm actually hiding the weapon behind me slightly. And then we do a strike to the knee, gedan low. Okay? Do that again. Hey, ha, hey, 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 ha. That's number 8. Number 9, Shomonuchi. Shomonuchi. Ushiro ski. This time I'm going to step back as I tilt. You can see the Jo moves toward my hand. I don't reach for it. I tilt my body back as I'm turning. My hand hits generally toward the end, and I do a high ski, high thrust behind me. I don't put it in front of my face, because when I hit something, it's going to shoot back to me and hit me in the face, so it's slightly off center. Okay? Shomonuchi, hai, Ushiro ski. One more. Hai, hai. That's number 9. Number 10, Gyaku Yokomen, Ushiro ski. So Gyaku means opposite. Yokomen is a Yokomenuchi strike. So I'm going to do an opposite strike, stepping into that Renzoku that you saw earlier. Left Yokomenuchi strike. And now here I'm going to do a back strike, back thrust, looking over my right shoulder, let go with my left hand. I really would glide up with my left hand as I tilt my body back. Once my hand hits somewhere near the top, I thrust. Again, somewhere between the chest and the groin, hitting from ass. Boom. Gyaku Yokomen. Ushiro ski. Hey. One more. Hey. Hey. And that is Jo Suburi's 6 through 10, the Shomonuchi Series. Okay, after the Shomonuchi Series comes the Katana Series. So Katana is wrist, so this is going to be wrist movement. So we start with number 11, Katana gedan gashi, right? So we're starting as if we're going to do a ski thrust, but instead of doing that, we step back and off the line and bring the weapon low, and we're gripping toward the top of the weapon here with both hands. From here, we do an uppercut strike, and then we let the weapon come through, and I'm looking sort of down the center here, right? Not to the side, I'm in here. So there could be a next move, but that would be the end of that move, number 11. Katana gedan gashi. Hai. Let's do that again. Hey. Hop. Okay. Number 12. Katana uchi. Uchi is a strike. So at this time we step back, start from the same ski kamae position. We step back in the opposite direction, not that way, but this way. And as we do that, the weapon comes over my shoulders. My front hand points to my target, which I'm pointing to Adam. And now here, I'm going to turn and rotate and counter strike. My shoulders are going to be all the way around before the weapon comes out and strikes, and it'll be just past 90 degrees. I don't want it to be all the way back because my shoulders are pinned and I'm wide open for a counter attack. It's going to be somewhere between 90 degrees and maybe back a little bit further. So Katana. Here, target, strike. My shoulders turn before the weapon comes around. And that is Katana Tomuchi. That's 12. Number 13 is Katana Hachi Nogi Gaeshi. So it starts from the ready position. The weapon's off my back foot this time, off to the side. I'm going to connect my hands to the weapon without really grabbing them. It's just connecting my center to the weapon. And then I'm going to project the weapon forward in a figure 8, hachi. So it's 1, 2, and then I come back to this position here. Okay, so we connect. 1, 2. If notice my hands don't come back, so the body does the motion. It comes forward, my hands really move back. And one more. And that is 13. Great, so that was the Katana Series, 11 through 13. The next 5, 14 through 18, are the Hasso Series. So we start from the Shomonuchi position, right, number 14. So we imagine here that there's going to be somebody striking a ski thrust. So what we do is we block it, right? So I'm going to open with my hips, and that widens the Jo. And then I'm going to block a Jo staff thrusting toward me. As I do that, I step back away from the thrust. And you can see now I'm in this is what we call the Hasso position. I'm going to counter grab, bring my palm up, my shoulder and my elbow are down, and then I'm going to Shomonuchi strike. So that is Hasso, Gaeshi, uchi. Hiya, hi, hiya, hi. Number 15, Hasso, Gaeshi, ski. Same start. We block a ski, we have the Hasso position, but this time my hips and center turn toward the front, and as the weapon comes to the back end of the Jo, I do a high thrust. So now here, I'm going to step back, I'm going to feed the weapon through my back hand, which is my right hand, and then push it through to come back to the Hasso position. And from here, we just reset into Shomonuchi. Hasso, Gaeshi, ski. Hey, hi, that's 15. Number 16, Hasso, Gaeshi, Ushiro ski. So it starts the same. We Hasso, we block, come to the Hasso position. We lower our right hand down so that it's horizontal. I let go, scraping up the Jo with my left hand until it hits the tip, and then I do a thrust, peeking over the right shoulder. Okay, so here, block, Hasso, drop, counter grab, ski. Hi, hey, ho, ha. That is Hasso, Gaeshi, Ushiro ski. That was 14, 15, 16. This is 17. Hasso, Gaeshi, Ushiro, uchi. So it starts the same. We block, get to the Hasso position. From here, we make a little bit of a circle, and we're going to pivot into right hami facing the rear and strike to the knee. Okay. Hasso, Gaeshi, Ushiro, uchi. Again. And that is number 17. Hasso, Gaeshi, Ushiro, uchi. Number 18. Hasso, Gaeshi, Ushiro, harai. This is a big motion. Make sure you have plenty of room. Nobody's near you. This is a I'm in trouble and I need to clear the room move. So number 18 starts with the same block up to Hasso. This time the weapon's going to tilt from my right shoulder to my left shoulder. And then I'm going to make a big motion and step around and clear the room slowly. Step back with my right leg until I'm facing the opposite direction. 90 degrees and a little back. Okay? Hey. It's a fun one. Notice I'm not stepping with my feet, I'm turning and my feet step as a result of the turn. And that is number 18. Hasso, Gaeshi, Ushiro, harai. So that was the Hasso series, 14 and 18. And the last two, 18 and 19, are the Negari series, which is striking and turning. We'll do that quickly here. Number 19 is Hidari Negari, Gaeshi Uchi. So it starts with the Shomen Kamae position. We step back, Shomen cut. From here, we let go with the left hand, scrape it up as we turn, pivot back to the opposite direction. So on the right hami, I pivot to left, and I block. Boom. And then I pivot underneath, kind of a Renzoku type motion, scrape down the weapon until it's at the end, and then counter strike. Boom. I'll do it again. Step back, cut, pivot, block, cut. Here, and then you can even get faster with the block and make it come around, but traditional would be blocked. And number 20 is Migi Negari, Gaeshi ski. So we start the same way, number 20, except this time we step into a a renzoku, like the gyako yokomen move. So we step forward, renzoku, cut, and from here we're gonna do the same turn. My right leg is gonna spin all the way until I'm facing the opposite direction. I again, let go with my left, scrape up, step back, block up, block down, ski. Hey, hey, hi. Renzoku, block up, block down, ski, and one more. Hey, and that's the Negari Series, 19 and 20. That is the 20 Jo Suburi, 1 through 20. We went through them all. Visit us at the Martial Way Dojo. Please try them. Don't try them at home. You'll break a lamp. Try them here. And visit us at martialwaydojo.com and come on in and try it. It's a blast. Thanks you. See you next time.